Okay, Sharks, are you feeling okay?
Feeling good. Chomp chomp.
Yep. Alright, our next group is Diana's group, and they're going to be talking about smart detectors.
Good morning. Welcome. My name is Diana, and I'm the lead for this group. So we have Emmanuel, Ian, Louise, and Jasper. So we are going to talk about our product. So how many of you guys like to cook?
I like to cook.
You guys like to cook? Have you guys ever had an experience where you're cooking and then all of a sudden something triggers an alarm?
Yeah.
Smoke, like your smoke alarm. That's a hassle, right? You're trying to like find ways to fan it out. You're like trying to take the batteries out, something to stop it. So we came up with the smart detector, and I'm gonna pass it on to Ian. He'll let you know what it's all about.
Excellent.
Hello, Shark. So our thing is a smart detector, and for example, smart detector. But I brought this as an example of a smoke detector, and this is our screen. Next slide, please. So our feature is small and is also compatible and movable, but also like you have touchscreen features. And so one of the things our smoke detector does better is an intro connected, which that means like if one turns on, all the other ones turns on. Also, it alerts you like, let's say like you're at work. I know you guys, you're busy during the day, and let's say there was a smoke, maybe like one of your kids' school. It alerts you through like your email or your text messages. So like people who don't like being on their cell phone too much, like here, it lets you through your emails. Also, you have features where like you can check the weather and the temperature of like each room. Also, you have a built-in Alexa, which tells you like where the smoke is coming from and what room they're coming from and what type of smoke it is. If it's a chemical or electrical. The other one is if you're not at home and you can now respond to the fire, it automatically like triggers your alarm to call the emergency response. You can pause the smoke detector because I know it's annoying to keep like that is annoying. So you can tell it to pause by commanding Alexa to pause it for 30 seconds to 1 minute. You also have a built-in battery for 5 years, which will save you guys money. You also don't need a technician to help you like connect it because you have the manual and the screws when it comes in the box. I'm gonna pass it to Emmanuel, marketing.
Good morning, Sharks. My name is Emmanuel. I'm gonna go over the market overview. Market overview. As you're seeing right here on the chart, the market has been increasing tremendously. Why is smoke detector essential? Smoke detectors are they're critical for detecting. They're critical for detecting early detection in fire in residential, commercial, and as well as industry overview. Industry as well as industry. So as you can see in a fire, smoke and deadly gas are spread farther and faster than heat. So it's gonna lead to deaths. Yeah, it's required to have a smoke detector. So basically, our product is way better than the older version. It's gonna help you. It's gonna help you like tell you what type of fire it is, and it's gonna also like alert you if when the fire where the fire occurs at. And the next slide is going to be our comparison. We have two comparators, Google Nest Detector and ADT. Our permanent competitor is ADT. Installation costs, ADT smoke detector, they require professional installation. It's going to cost you like $199. But our product it's easy to install. It's going to come with the screws in it. The support system is ADT is self-sufficient, and ours is supported by Amazon, T-Mobile, and as well as Rings to support our system. And also, if you see the price right here, ADT costs you like $376.10, and our product is going to cost you like $125. And both have 24/7 fire alarm and smoke monitoring and fast assistance. What means by fast assistant is that it's gonna contact the fire department if you're in danger or if your home is endangered. And our target audience are schools, business, and hospitals. And our demographic is adults in the age of 30 to 80. And yeah, I'm going to pass it on to Luis.
Hello, Sharks. So the price to manufacture this item is $45 through an online electronic wholesale website. This item, we haven't made any sales yet, but once it reaches once it gets recognition, it will begin to sell. So when we sell this stuff, we will ship it through UPS or Amazon. So since it costs us $45 to make, we will sell it in bulk to retailers or to businesses like schools for $75, which is a $30 profit. So if we were to sell 1,000 of them to a hospital, we would make $30K profit. 30K profit. But if we sell it on our website, we will make more than double the profit, which is we sell it for $125. So if we combine our sales from our website and what we sell to our business or retailers, it would be over $38K a month profit. So all I'm asking for, Sharks, is $55,000 in investment, and this money will go towards a warehouse, machinery to make it, and storage, since everything is being stored and made at my apartment. So like I said, once our item gets recognition, our product cycle will grow and stay at a maturity level of sales. So within 6 months, we will make more than $220,000 of sales, so we will be able to return that investment back to you guys.
Okay, good morning, Sharks. How's it going? I'm Jasper. Why us? So according to the United States Fire Administration, in this year alone, there was already 1,755 fatalities caused from fires in a building. Our product reduces risk of property damage, reduces costs incurred due to false dispatches, reduces risk of internal theft, can replace a standing security guard due to the camera, improve firefighter/police response times, and reduces injuries and fatalities, which is extremely important. Next slide. So here are a couple of examples. This is an office. You can imagine all of the documentations, all of the equipment that's in those offices, all that money and lives that were in danger at the time of the fire. This is a hardware store, same thing. People could have been in there. A whole bunch of money invested into these businesses. And this one really hits home for me. This one's at school. I have a whole bunch of nieces and nephews and stuff, so I want my family to be safe. I'm sure you guys do too. Yeah. So, anything else? Good.
Okay.
I believe you asked, I wrote down $55,000 investment, but I think there was a slide that said you wanted $75,000 from Sharks. Can you clarify that? And then I have a follow-up question.
So since we found a cheaper website to buy our product materials, so we wrote it down to 55.
Okay. And so my follow-up question is that I really like that you're talking about targeting schools and hospitals. I think that these are bigger deals rather than just saying you want to target individual consumers. I think making these larger contracts with bigger facilities that are going to require obviously to buy hundreds, if not more, of these smart detectors makes a lot of sense. However, I'm wondering in that $55,000 number, you're not really accounting for the people you might have to hire on. Like, if, for instance, to make that deal with a hospital, you're going to need some sort of sales rep who's able to kind of broker that sort of contract. So I'm wondering if you're thinking about how do you plan to, you kept talking about getting recognition, how do you plan to actually get that recognition and make these deals so that hospitals and schools are actually purchasing the products in the first place if you're not hiring off additional people?
So, we're partnership with Amazon and UPS, so they'll help us to advertise our device more better and quicker because we're already a bigger branch for advertisement. Like everybody uses Amazon to buy goods and goods.
Will that help with the partnerships with like things like hospitals and schools as well, or just the individual consumers purchasing on Amazon?
I think for like a bigger company like that, I mean, it would be easier for them like to just go like to Amazon, you know, as a first hand. And well, in our website, as it says over here, they can give us like feedback on what we need to work on or like how we can make it better.
If you don't mind me adding on to that, I think we'd also be advertising through like social media and stuff just to get our name out there first, and possibly get potential buyers or investors just to test our products, you know, and see how well it would work. And I think it would work pretty well. It's great. It's not like anything we have right now. I mean, there's a couple of competitors, but what we have is pretty solid.
A question on your cost that you identified when you were comparing your product to ADT. You mentioned, you know, ADT is about 372 and yours was 125. Is that an annualized cost or a one-time cost?
So it's a one-time cost to install ADT. It will cost you about like $399, which if you go to our product, it's easy to install it. It's going to come up with like a screw so that you can screw it to the wall there.
Okay. So that says then there is no regular service charge that's being applied in order to manage that system?
To manage that system, yes. There's no any fees to.
Okay.
So, you mentioned that there's going to be T-Mobile and Amazon on it. How am I going to get the service if there's no one?
So basically, Alexa that's built into it, so that like you're gonna talk to Alexa about like it's gonna respond to you like what the type of fire it is and where the fire is from and something like that. And also, yeah, we're gonna be partnering with also T-Mobile and also Ring Security is also a security that's gonna also help us with develop our features.
Yeah, but to use T-Mobile services, even devices like hotspots, you still have to pay monthly fee for that.
Yeah.
So is that taken into consideration?
Yeah, that's also taken into consideration, but as earlier I mentioned about the installation cost, but the installation cost, it's either to install it rather than to pay for a professional to install it for you. And in our app, there's an instruction that's gonna tell you what you need to do like to install it.
Actually, I think what I'm hearing you say to my fellow shark, Maria, is that it almost sounds like it's up to the client to pay the monthly service fee for whatever backup service they get. Because Brinks, there's a charge, T-Mobile, there's a charge, so it's up to me as a client to pay that fee. Is that what I'm hearing?
Do you have anything to say about that?
Yeah, there's an option, payment option. You can either get T-Mobile or Ring, but that's up to you. Through the app, you can manage and set up your payment plan.
So you can, as a customer, I can say, okay, this is who I want to basically manage that on a monthly basis.
Correct.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, so let's say, I am the hospital, I am the school, and I want to use your product. Who's going to come in and remove all of my current systems in my building?
So, yeah, good question. So, like, you have optional too. Like, if you want a technician to come, because it's a hospital, it's a big building, of course, you're going to need a technician to guide you out and help you. But it's up to you. Say it's optional. If you want to have a technician, or like, you guys have your own technician to do it the same way. Any other questions?
So formerly working at T-Mobile and having family members that have worked at Amazon, I know a little bit of what goes on with what kind of data is collected, and seeing as how you're allowing Alexa into your house, what kind of interaction do you think that's going to have with families, and what kind of effects that's going to be on, especially in hospitals, because there's a lot of very sensitive information that's translated inside those hospitals, schools as well as businesses. So have you thought about what these businesses, hospitals, or schools are going to be thinking about that and how to combat that possibly?
Yeah, honestly, I feel like a bigger business, like a hospital or some type of company, they would already have some type of network, firewall, security set up. And I believe our product could be integrated into that. They're already existing security. So, yeah. Any other questions?
Go ahead and make an offer.
Okay.
So I like this idea a lot. I honestly think that we could market it in a different direction. I think this is a product that can be used solely at old folks' homes, the retirement homes, to monitor handling from care providers and make sure that residents there have the support that they need, or triage a nurse if possible. And this is also in an environment where specific areas won't necessarily have certain private information at the public disposal. So I think I'd be able to remarket this and make it very profitable. So I'd like to offer you $1 million for 100% of the company.
100%.
You got another
Charles?
shark?
Yes, definitely see some benefits of property and I like the direction we're going. We're very new age and very protected, especially targeted businesses. My offer would be, I'll offer you actually $250,000 for 33% of your company, but that's on a contingency that I can take your products and go and talk to Xfinity, which has all the networks and security and phone access that we need to market it properly. So we integrated to that system, and we're able to take the product to another level. So 250,000, 30% with a big industry that didn't deal with extra.
Is that 13 or 30?
33%. Yes, 33.
Okay.
Sharks?
Why?
I think for my offer, so I really like this idea. I think that, I mean, I could see this being in just any home. You know, if you partner with like some big apartment companies, right, you can even have them installed in apartments. So I see a huge profit, I see a lot of profitability in this product. I don't think it needs Alexa, right? A lot of people have Alexa on the phone, we have Siri, we have all that stuff. I say take it off, make it cheaper. It doesn't need T-Mobile. If you can just have it connect to someone's Wi-Fi, a lot of people have Wi-Fi, right? Even hospitals have Wi-Fi. You can make it cheaper, and I see a higher profitability. I would say 300,000. I'm willing to do 30%. Do 30%. Is that 30%?
You mind if we talk about one story?
Check on your sharks.
You want to partner in this?
Want to partner?
Two sharks, how about 20%, 20%, 20%, and we'll get that Xfinity deal?
What's the offer though? What are we doing? 300?
I'm going 300,000 with you.
That's good. I like that. I like that.
I'm
down.
I'm offering you $1 million straight up.
Well, we'll take 40%.
Take it
Get two
at
sharks in
100%.
business.
Okay, I don't. If you know how percentages work, if you give me everything, you'll get $1 million to split between the five of us.
And then you don't have to worry about business.
At all. I take all the risk in this. They are going to take almost half of your company and give you half the money I'm trying to give you.
But we're partnering with the biggest monopoly of cable out there, which now has internet.
Right.
It also has security.
Comcast is the most
It
leading
also
company for
has-
multimedia in the United States.
It has phones.
Charles, with this, I would also say, so we'll do the 2020, right?
2020.
And then we'll offer
So that's 40%.
40%, right? And we'll offer 350K, right? And we'll even take care of the marketing.
What about if we do 500K with 40%?
500K with 40%?
40%.
Nah, we're not.
Still almost 60.
Because we have to go make the deal.
Yeah, and we're
We
gonna
have
take
to
care of
market the
marketing.
company.
That's marketing, not just for right now, but that's for the lifetime that we're investing.
Can we do a 50%, $500,000?
Ooh, definitely not.
No.
It's off the better.
Not happening.
I kind of liked your
Discuss
offer
it.
at first, but when you partnered up with someone else,
Yeah, we
I'm gonna.
Well, you liked my offer when it was 30%. Now it's 10% more. We're taking care of marketing.
That was his original offer. He said he was going to market it.
Only to Xfinity.
Only to-
Where you
to
gonna
Xfinity.
market it?
So we're going to market to these.
Are you gonna make the hospital deals?
We're going to make a hospital deal.
Is that, I think that's.
And one
$1
thing that I thought about too
million
is
sales.
with installing it, a lot of these places have their own technicians. If it's easy to install, that's just going to be part of their job.
There's a lot of what ifs
All right,
in this offer.
hey, sharks.
Concrete.
No more fighting between the sharks. Make a decision. Your offers are on the table.
Now,
How
much you said in their charts?
Give us a second.